Hello. So I've been encouraged to document what's going on with my health, and I actually, I have all kinds of trouble with that, and this is one easy way. So I'm gonna just try to do this sometimes, even though it makes me self-conscious, and I can just save some of these on my phone, but I also feel like I need to upload some of them. I have a migraine. I have a lot of tinnitus, but it's not your typical tinnitus. It's like this building and whooshing. Again, I think I could potentially have a CSF leak or something like that. Apparently, they're very common when you have all the other constellation of things I have. I really need to say something about cleanses and detoxing and this whole thing. I was in an Ehlers-Danlos group on Facebook this morning, and someone was sharing a post from this guy called the Medical Medium, who I've never really heard of before. Anthony somebody. He's known as like the celery something or other. Bunch of nonsense, to be honest. He's not a doctor. You can't just cure everything with veganism. If you have EDS, you need protein. You need animal protein. And I've gone through this before, and I've tried to live vegetarian, and I was trying to work toward veganism because I thought it was better for my health. And guess what? It made my health worse. So don't listen to that guy. Don't listen to people like that. I don't know him, but he was saying everything can be cured with his juice cleanse, and that's bullshit. And he should be like charged for giving out medical advice, to be honest. And all those people should be. And right now I'm eating meat, even though that's been a struggle for me because I have those ethical vegan tendencies or whatever you want to call them. I heard the term vegan tendencies used in a Grimes interview, and I kind of love it. I watched Babe when I was 12, and I thought, oh my God, I'll never eat animals again. And then that is when the whole, to me, it was a mental illness. It was a cult for me. It was an indoctrination for me that sunk into my brain when I was young enough that I think it impacted when you have EDS, you're born with it, and you're already set up with, you're going to have a certain body type, which you got to be careful. You're prone to stuff. So it's environmental, but it's also genetic. So it's genetic first and foremost. So this guy's trying to say that his celery cleanse cures genetic illness, and I want to knock him out. It makes me so mad. Go to a naturopath or a functional medicine doctor if you can, because they'll help you with this, and they won't force you to be vegan, because you're going to just put yourself on a starvation diet, and your teeth are going to start falling out, and you're going to start having all kinds of problems, and you're not going to know why. That's what happened to me. I was eating a lot of fruit and veg and not much else, and thinking I was getting enough nutrients. This was a few years ago, and then I got MS. And I know I'm prone to getting things, but MS and EDS aren't like naturally connected. Maybe it's the medication. Maybe it's, who knows? If you have EDS, you're prone to stuff. So because I have EDS, I have mold toxicity. I have heavy metal toxicity. So I am cleansing those things, but I'm still eating meat. I'm not eating a lot of dairy. A lot of vegetables are really high in toxins. If you eat vegetables all day and fruit all day, you're going to have tooth decay. You're going to have, I don't want to be preachy. It's just, it really pisses me off. And this is partly why I think I've distanced myself a little from like the new age movement. Years ago I used to watch like Teal Swan videos, like way back. And it's not to say I don't still, and I don't still benefit from that, and I don't still see the good in that. But you got to get out of this thinking like everyone else stuff. So when I'm participating in those circles where a lot of people get really preachy about what you should eat, and it's coming from this place of I don't want to harm animals, and it's a noble place to come from, but please look into farming and how all those crops are grown and what actually happens. And there is no perfect way. We are in an industrialized society, so this is how it is. Yeah, we should go back and eat things directly from the farm. I'm with you. I just can't afford it all the time. Even though I eat mostly organic, go to the butcher, I get local food. I also have to rely on what I can afford and what I can get sometimes, because I have mobility problems and because I can't get around. I have to rely on help from others. So lately I've been on this eating plan, and although I've been sticking to it, sometimes I have to order out and stuff, and it's really hard to order out when you're eating no dairy, no sugar, no gluten, hardly any grains, hardly any carbs. Really hard to find stuff. And I do, but then I find I have indigestion every time I don't just eat something I've cooked at home, or my boyfriend has cooked for me, or my mom has cooked for me. So I need to still figure that out, but it's a learning curve. And what I've noticed is my digestion's way better now that I'm not trying to just be ethical and try and be vegan. I'm being ethical more so now because I'm taking care of myself, and that's, you are first and foremost. Don't put yourself aside for the animals, because I love animals, but I don't want to die, and I don't want to die a slow, agonizing death, and that's it. And please don't stop eating meat if you have EDS. I mean, if you want to, go ahead, and if it works for you, go ahead. Go ahead if you think it's good for you. But for me, it was like I was I was deficient in nutrients when I did this, and I took supplements, I took protein powder. I didn't even get to full vegan. I was working on it, and I had fish and eggs and cheese still, and I'm now not really eating too much cheese. Only certain goat cheese is okay. Anyway, maybe I'm rambling too much, but I haven't been able to eat anything yet today, because I've been nauseous all morning. I have a migraine, yet I'm making this damn recording. My head's really sore. And I think that's why I just seem like I'm in a bad mood, and why I don't really want to hang out with anyone, and it's a lot of days like this. And just trying to get through it. So thanks for listening. Just don't fall into that trap, man. Fucked me up. That's all I'm saying. Just careful with that. I'm so protective these days, and I still can't even talk to anyone since my dog died, and since I've been having this resurgence of symptoms and these new symptoms. I'm playing with springs. They're the cat springs. I guess I'm using it as like a fidget toy, but it's the cat's springs. So he's watching me. So that's, if I seem distracted, he's right there staring at me, wondering why I'm playing with his springs. Sorry, this is your springs, eh? I could throw one for you. Want me to throw one for you? You know, I have a really bad headache. I know I'm not making sense. It's like, so sometimes I want to describe my headaches. I'm trying to keep track of things. Sometimes my head pain, it's like back here and here. And sometimes it's right here. Really bad right here. So I don't know what all that means. And then this is the side where I get the really full ear. I get it on this side too, but it's bad over here, and it really affects my hearing sometimes. So anyway, I want to go to the post office. I still haven't done that. I'm so scared because I don't think I can carry the item that is waiting there for me, and I don't have help, and I know I'm going to go there with my cane, and they're going to not understand that I need carry-out help, and I'm going to have to plead my case and be vulnerable and be like, please, can you help me carry this, even though I know I don't look like I need the help. I really do, and I can't even go there today because I really can't stand up. It's just a bad headache day, and I can't eat. And there's this whooshing thing. I hate it. It hurts, and it's here. It's over here. It's like, I feel like there's something wrong here, but it's not muscular. I keep thinking I have a muscle spasm, but it's not. It's like, it's not even that. I don't know what it is. There's no spasm there. It just feels that way. I don't understand it. I need help. I need good doctors. I can't find them. I'm going to deal with someone across the border over the phone because that's who did my surgery. So I got some appointments coming up. I think that's the only one I'm sort of hopeful about, or sort of hopeful I'll get some direction with. I need someone here to order my MRIs, though. My neurologist in the States can't order my MRIs for me. It needs to be someone here. So do I call the MS clinic? I don't have any other neurologist, but they, when I went in there with, so my most troubling earlier symptom that they attributed to MS was this arm went completely numb, and it's like this, a lot of the strength is gone. I dislocate my shoulder really easily now. I just woke up one day and my arm was completely numb, and then this sensation never came back, and it clicks a lot, and I've been looking into thoracic outlet syndrome. I'm not a doctor. Wow, my head's hurting. Oh, there's this buildup all the time, and then it's cracking, and it's like a crunchy neck thing. And I think that's why for a while I was looking into like Lyme disease, which still could be. I mean, I don't know. I think I have an internal CSF leak, and that's why it's really hard for them to understand. And maybe I'm not making sense try to explain things that are hard to explain and hard for me to understand, but it's not my illness that makes me disabled and debilitated and beaten down like this. It's the medical system. It's the medical system. Like, if I had my needs met a little bit better, resources a little bit more available, the pandemic has totally highlighted how bad everything is in terms of accessing important medical things. And this is just where I'm at now. I'm like super isolated myself. That's just what I have to do. That's just how I feel like I can be okay, is I'm just keeping to myself a lot. Wow, I have a bad headache. I don't know why I'm trying to even talk. I think it's just to remind myself I'm still here and document things when I can't really do it in any other way. So at least I'm doing this. I'm documenting.